Welcome to Home Farm. Today we're putting our spring bulbs in and we're going to be using a power tool that we've never used before, the garden auger. This year we've got hundreds of spring bulbs to get in the ground and we're going to be starting off with these jumbo and blah blah and double daffodils and double try saying jumbo bluebells a few times. It's a joke. Jumbo bluebells, double daffodils and jumbo bluebells. This year we've got hundreds of spring bulbs to get in the ground and we're going to be starting off with these jumbo bluebells and double daffodils. So this is the double daffodil bulb. It's quite large. To get this in the ground we're going to be using this auger. This auger makes an 8 centimeter hole in the ground. They come in a variety of sizes and brands. So we bought ours on Amazon. If you're looking at getting one, go to Amazon and you can search for things like garden auger or bulb auger and they'll come up. We got this one from Workpro. We've also got a smaller auger that we purchased from the same company and we'll be using that to plant crocuses, which we'll show you later. We used this auger yesterday to get the first batch of bulbs in the ground. For that I used our Makita cordless battery operated drill. It was a little bit underpowered, so today I've got our old corded drill, which is a lot more powerful and a lot stronger. From what we understand, these augers will fit most drills. There's nothing special about ours. They're conventional normal drills, and even this large size auger fits into the actual drill head quite easily. But if you are going to buy one, please double check that it is going to fit your drill. When we used our Makita drill yesterday, we obviously have the option of adjusting the speeds. It is recommended that you use these at a slower speed because it just makes the holes a little bit easier and it's a bit more controlled. We don't have that option with this electric drill. It's basically just got one speed only. So when I actually do use this, I just punch the actual drill. So it's basically stop starting to make it run a little bit slower. So as you can see, we're actually drilling into quite long grass. If you were to just do this in a raised bed or somewhere where the soil's already been worked, it'll be absolutely easy peasy to get the holes in with this. But with the grass, what happens when you first get through the top layer is it tangles around the actual auger itself. But there's two things that this does is A, it creates a really nice wide hole for you and it gives you a nice shape. The other thing that you just got to be careful of is stones. When you are actually drilling with the auger, you hear quite quickly that the actual metal has hit a stone. So you just basically stop. We've got the shovel and we've got other tools that we can just get in there, just pry the stones out, drive something in just to hear if there's any other stones in there. And once they're all cleared, the auger gets through that actual hole really quickly after that. So that's it. That's 12 holes done for this particular first batch. Took about between 10 and 15 minutes to do. It was really quick and easy. What made it faster is that there weren't a lot of stones in here. Yesterday we were working in an area where there were a lot more stones, so it was a little bit more slow going. But when you've got good clear ground to work with, this auger is really quick and it will speed up the bulb planting process. My job's done with regards to this first batch. It's over to Kirsten.
So I've got the really easy job or easy part. So today I've just got a bit of compost and I got some bulb fibre because I don't want to be having my bulbs fail. I really want these to last because we've invested a bit this year in getting these native bulbs in. So I'm just going to put in a little layer at the bottom into each hole and then pop my bulbs in. This has got 3 months worth of feed and will also help the bulbs establish really strong roots on them, and that's what we want, years and years of daffodils. We use Farmer Gracy quite a lot for our bulbs. I had really good success with their summer bulbs last year with my anemones, and I decided to go with them for the spring bulbs. I really like Farmer Gracy because a lot of their packaging is plastic, well, all their packaging is plastic free and really environmentally friendly, and they've just got a really nice ethos, sustainable ethos as a company. So I'm really hoping that these double daffodils are going to be as successful as the anemones I put in and give us a really nice display.
So it's been a couple of days. We finished putting in the jumbo bluebells and the double daffodils. I finally got it right. So we've relocated now to the top portion of our garden. We're going to be working in this bed. We're going to be putting in crocuses, which are far smaller bulbs. They're already beginning to sprout, so it's definitely time to get them into the ground. And for this job, we're going to be using the smaller auger, which should be a lot easier because there's no grass covering here. We're going to be going straight into the soil. So if you're thinking about getting an auger, we'd strongly recommend that you get the 8cm one for spring bulbs. It's just a far more practical size and it's a great all-rounder. We certainly wouldn't go any smaller than that. And if you're thinking of going with bulbs bigger than that, obviously you're going to need a bigger auger. So we'll also be considering using the auger down in the vegetable garden. I think it's going to be super practical for getting things like onions in and even plugs, vegetable plugs. And Kirsten's even considering using it for her pansies and violas. You can also get augers that will allow you to make holes for your 9cm pot plants that you get from your garden center. The one thing that we have learned is that we would certainly recommend using a slightly bigger auger than what your actual hole, your hole requirements are. And the reason for that is when you're actually drilling the hole in, once you pull the drill out and the auger comes out of the ground, a lot of the soil and the sand falls back into the hole. So by making a bigger hole, you're just getting a better sized shape and a better sized hole for you to put your plants in. So that's most of the winter jobs done. The bulbs are in the ground. We've wrapped up the plants ahead of the winter. And I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching.